At 32 years old, I walk into my boss's office like I own the place. Because honestly, I kind of do. We had just celebrated the $28 million that I brought in revenue to the company that year. I sit down. Something feels off. Dana, this is going to be your last day here. Wait, what? The money you brought in from the lab service line, it's going to get us into trouble. I talked to the lawyers. They signed off on it. In the out-of-network healthcare realm, the gray area is not the exception. It's the game. And I was very good at playing it. I thought I had won. I'm 6 years old, sitting on a shiny red bar stool at Applebee's, just me and my dad, legs dangling, bowl of vanilla ice cream. I feel like the most special little girl in the whole wide world. The prettiest blonde bartender is smiling at us. My dad is telling a story. I'm laughing and playing along. We're both flirting with her. Hey, sweetie, I'll be right back, okay? Okay, Daddy. And I watch as he and the pretty blonde bartender disappear out the door. I sit there, waiting, spoon in hand. They come back, eventually, and we do it again next week, and the next, and the next. I never question it because I'm with him, and I am making him so happy, and that is everything. By the time I'm 17, the bar stool gets taller, ice cream becomes beer, the bartender's different women, the bar's different places, but the story is always the same. Me, waiting to be chosen, smiling beneath the mask, the best wingman ever. But I'm not the point. I'm just the tool. The version of me that emerged from those bar stools, whoo! She kept me alive. She kept me strong, and she kept me striving. She also followed me into every single room I ever walked into. I'm 37. I leave traditional healthcare and I move into the regenerative medicine space. I'm helping build a stem cell clinic in Costa Rica. My husband and I are arguing again. Dana, you're never home. All you do is work. I'm doing this all by myself. Yeah, Mom, and you're always on your phone, a daughter chimes in. They aren't wrong. I was building a company and it took every ounce of energy that I had. And I loved it. I genuinely loved it. But I hated being controlled and I hated being told to be less and slow down. I needed to make a difference in the world and I needed everyone at home to be okay with it. And it seemed like I couldn't have both. I was exhausting myself trying. So I step out onto our patio overlooking the golf course. The sun is hitting my face. And I look back at the life that I built. Dream home, dream marriage, dream kids, dream everything. I was winning at life, but I was failing myself. This version of me, she wasn't the best version for anybody. I don't love myself. Something has to change. And for the first time in my life, I know that something is me. I spend the next 2 years learning how to be with myself, not fixing, not optimizing, just loving the woman beneath the mask and the performance. I learned to meditate. I talk to God every day intimately. I journal. I read books that crack my awareness wide open. I sit in energy sessions and cry without even knowing why. And I participate in 2 psychedelic journeys over the course of 2 years. I peel back layers, not chasing some dramatic breakthrough, but moving toward the quiet, terrifying act of self-love and truth. Truth. layer by layer, dimension by dimension, body, mind, heart, and soul, the 4 dimensions that make up every human being. Until what was left was not someone new, but someone I remembered. And somewhere along the way, I stop. I stop using my partner to fill a void only I can fill. I stop leaking old wounds onto my children. And I stop chasing careers to prove I am worthy of the seat I am already sitting in. I dismantle the survival version of me that has been running the show for 39 years, and I begin to live without internal friction. I won't pretend that it was clean or easy or linear. It wasn't. There were days that I wanted to crawl back into that old familiar version of myself just because she felt comfortable. Survival is comfortable, even when it's killing you. But I kept going because what I saw, I had to build a framework for. It had a structure, a shape. It was a map. I was never meant to earn a seat at their table. I was meant to build a different one. And the truth of it all, my biggest enemy, it was never out there. It was the version of me I built to survive. Healing is not about fixing what is broken. Healing begins the moment you stop fighting yourself. When what you think, what you feel, what you say, what you do, and who you are all line up. Last January 2025, I am in Costa Rica at our clinic, and my CFO and I are celebrating. We just had the most epic week in the clinic yet. We are high-fiving, we are cheersing, we are laughing. It's incredible. My phone buzzes. I look down. The world stops. My breath leaves my body. I slide off my chair onto my knees. Glasses clink, music plays, life keeps moving. And the text that reads, Dana, it is with a fully saddened heart to have to tell you that your dad took his own life tonight. His life was my mirror. All the performing, the people pleasing, the relentless striving, I could trace back to those bar stools, to him. But his death, that was my initiation into my destiny. He showed me the true cost of fragmentation, of living for the outside world, of never coming home to himself, and it cost him everything. Because under every mask, every performance, every deal I ever made with myself just to get through the day, there was a version of me that was never broken. A version of me that never needed to prove anything, and a version of me waiting quietly with infinite patience for me to come home. I am not here to perform or wear a mask anymore. I am here to help people heal every dimension of their being so you can remember who the fuck you are. Thank you. Seriously, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.